Okay. Let's see. Right now, what I'm doing right now is we're going to work on the next part of this build. Today is just sculpting the leg or the calves, the lower leg. And right now, I'm just setting up mesh mixer right now to get it ready. Just bear with me till I get it all set up. Mesh Mixer is a free modeling site, just like any sculpting site. Sometimes I use Mesh Mixer, sometimes I do other things. I'm going to be using a combination between a couple of sculptings tonight. Not tonight, but today. So we're going to start with just a regular size sphere. And then I'm going to do some different things to this sphere to get it all situated. So bear with me, I'm just going over here and just playing around with the settings right now. So bear with me right now. I'm almost set up on building this character right now. So yeah, all I'm doing right now is just inflating the part right now, getting it ready for its next part. And then later on, once I get the genuine shape of what I want, I can go into Sculptress, which is a 3D print, which is a modeling software. So bear with me right now as I start sculpting this leg. The idea for this leg right here is to show that it still has some flesh on it. That this character was ripping flesh off its leg and just gnawing down to the bone. So I'm just inflating it right now, cause getting an idea on how big I want this leg to be. And then later on in the set, I can start sculpting. I can bring in the tibia and the fibula, which is the lower part of your leg. And I can do some sculpting on this. I can do some sculpting with those two pieces. So bear with me for right now. So I set it up where I want it to be. Otherwise, it just looks like a big old blob. Kind of get an idea on what I want sculpting the leg. Could say it looks like a waxed version of Squidward. Maybe SpongeBob and Patrick got in there and found a wax statue again of Squidward, and Patrick sat on it, and then SpongeBob tried to fix it. Looks like one of those. It looks like a tumor. So otherwise, bear with me right now as I continue to get it working. As I said, I'm going to continue to transform this leg I'll be using more of this sculpting software when I build the other parts of the creature. Remember, I want this creature to look like it's been gnawing its flesh away off its leg. If I can do that, I can then reprint this to match on. I can mirror it and match it. So yeah, bear with me. There's going to be more combinations of what do we call it? There'll be more different looks on here. And here we got just a normal. We got a OBJ file for a tibula and fibula. I'm going to get in there and we're going to move this part of the leg. So I'm just right now fitting it on. It'll look a little bit more different once I get what I want to do. Kind of looks like a big old blob. Maybe Majin Buu's coming or whatever, being reformed or something. I don't know what I'm doing right now for this character. I'm just tweaking this sculpt right now to find out what I like and what I don't like. So, yeah, bear with me right now as I sculpt this character. Back in the old days when I built characters, I would use a cheapy version of it, which would be saran wrap and bubble wrap and PVC pipe. The plan is normally we're gonna size this up for PVC pipe, but I wanted to give this more of a look character. Pardon me, I was miss. So it's just a mess. It's just a mess character right now. Yeah, right now I'm just sizing it right now, getting it where I want it to be. So bear with me once I do it. We're just sizing it right now. The main idea is what I want to do is maybe create on his leg maybe take some more chunks off of his femurs and connect this a little bit. Now I'm gonna be doing probably some different things to it now. Now that I got where I want the leg to be, I'm gonna have to turn the symmetry on right now to flatten this stuff out and tweak it around to what I like. So let's start the process of modifying this blob into something I want. So this would be a good time for me to think. Probably grab a drink. Cause I got a lot of sculpting to do now. This is all done on a stylus and tablet. I just sculpt wherever I want it to be and fix it. So now it's just time to start adjusting this character and this formed. We're shrinking parts of this so it will look a lot differently. So I'm going to just stay around and play with this. I'm just thinking right now, guys. What do I want this to be? Ah, here we go. Now we're looking down there. We're erasing just as much as we can. And then once I put this in Sculptress, it will be a lot better. I can tweak this model. I can tweak this more. It's like you can see a mushroom in it or a big piece of broccoli. But I'm not sculpting broccoli right now. I'm just sculpting. I'm just flattening right now. Flattening the model to add what I want. See, I really don't have an affinity for sculpting with clay. But as this right here, the tablet and my stylus is like my sculpt tools. Move, girl. And go lay down. You get down too. I got my animals in here right now, and they're being a bit of turds. Now I can just remove this, remove more. I think I'm going to be using this method of sculpting when I start sculpting stuff like the spine, the arms, sculpting the head. I plan on using nothing but 3D prints to give this character a brand new look, maybe some fur like I did on the original. But the animatronic right now has just started deteriorating. It's legs missing. It's just old. It's just a real nasty prop now, and it was just time to give it a brand new look. But the head's going to be different. It'll look a little bit more different than it did years back. A couple more weeks I will be having the brand new Fright Props catalog. I'm going to probably put an order of that into this week, because it's going to be probably there. About the third video, I want to look at the animatronic and make sure the motor still turns. Because when I did the motor, it was a animatronic. It was an animatronic. It was a 12-volt wiper motor. I don't know if I'm gonna have to take that wiper motor and replace it with a different one. I don't know. I'm taking this prop out yet. And I didn't want to throw this prop away while I was still wanting to use it. So I think now we're going to just take out more of this. I took the symmetry off. Girl, what are you doing? Quit. Yep, now we're just going less. Less is what I want. Less is more is what I want. So right now I'm just setting it up where I want the leg to be. Maybe change the item up. Let's change it to a fall off where it's more squared. Just keep smoothing it down and keep shrinking it down to what I want it to be. I can put this on sculptures and I can get more loft off, more chunked off. This is just giving me a this is just giving me more of an idea. I'm gonna change some stuff around on here. Go robust smooth. And just keep sculpting away. We'll just keep sculpting away. A little bit at a time. Maybe sculpt right here on the beginning of his calf. So it's going to take me a little bit to redefine it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I use a lot of special effects at my haunts too. In my yards. I'll tell you, the company Atmos, they got some very interesting. They got some very interesting holograms. I just picked up the Tyrannosaurus Rex, and that one's pretty fun. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep sculpting and shrinking away. That's all you can do. This is how those digital artists do. They just shrink and they sculpt away. And I normally didn't expect myself to start sculpting. I pretty much followed sculpting when I looked at old what you call it, old ways how they sculpted creatures back then. Technically, I'm don't know what I'm doing on here. That's that's fine. You know, you can. You know, it's not. It's always not too late to try and find something that you can do. For over 10 years, I started small. I started small first 10 years ago. My first haunted my first haunted display was a funeral scene that I did. And I didn't have much to do this. I didn't have much that day, that that year. I got in there and I didn't have much to do. That all my characters were made out of PVC pipe that I did, and I went to places like Target and stuff, and I picked up a couple masks down there. And when I did, I had I had a I had a little box I created for a character, and I had it triggered. I had the character jumping up and down one of those techie toy pop-up reapers, and I had a little step pad, and I had a fog machine remote in my pocket. And I got out there and I sat right behind this place, and I didn't say a word. And then I had people going down the road, and I had people looking in the yard asking if the guy was real. After that year, after seeing how much that was, I decided, well, I think I found a hobby. And for years after that, I just started going through. So right now I'm just deciding on how the creases are going to be. Yeah, he's going to have creases in his leg. Let's see what I can do about it. I was about 20 something years old when I first started doing all this. Over the years I found it was simple not to go for the big stuff. It was simple not to go for the big stuff, big things. Like Distortion Unlimited, $5 million props. Didn't need it. So right now I'm gonna save this right now. I'm gonna try and get I'm gonna try and get a I'm gonna try and get this, and now we can continue on after it gets done saving more and more, and then I can do some more sculpting on this character. So bear with me while I try and figure this out. Hmm. Wow. I guess I had a problem right here. I guess I'm just a part of this recording, a part of this that I had playing. Hmm. Hmm. Anyway, we got a part of the scene cut out. So after a while, I think it just skipped over. I'm just gonna be, for now on, now just over here fixing this part, sculpting the bone and everything. Something caused my video to mess up, and I think I know what happened. I think I know what happened. Yeah, I know what happened to this, so yeah, this was a mess up. Alright. So for now, right now, I'm just fixing this leg, hearing it. I see what happened. This leg got chopped off. The idea in Sculptress was I was gonna sculpt it. I made it sculpt it a lot better, and that's okay. That's okay. So I'm just sizing the bone right now and playing with it. Kind of bad that I didn't get it set up. It's just playing around with the bone. Hmm. So bear with me while I try and adhere this bone to what I want it to look like. The idea is to get it to look like the bone is attached. I don't know why it's not attaching the way I want it to attach. Maybe I got it adhered wrong. So yeah, it's just it looks like a growth on there. I think I know. I think I see how I want it. Hmm. Yeah, I believe I believe this might be the way I want it. So it's just going to be bared right now, and then I can. Think I see it how I want it. See how. Yeah, Bear with me. It's just trying to fix it right now. Trying not to. Just resizing it. I believe so. I believe so. This might be the way. But yeah, the movies will inspire you to movies some movies will also inspire you to do something out there with your with stuff out there. It will inspire you out there to do something. I remember seeing the old remember seeing the old Stan Winston movies and all. Yeah, the old Stan Winston films. Not Stan Winston films, but the old Steven Spielberg films and Stan Winston when he was doing stuff like that. When you had movies like Jaws and Jurassic Park. I Then you had The Lost World and Jurassic Park 3. Now the first three Jurassic Park films in that movie was a lot of inspiring. I thought it was inspiring to see how they took their factory and made a full scale Tyrannosaurus Rex, and I thought that was the most inspiring character to see. Just seeing that thing for real. Just and then when they did stuff like when they did Jaws and stuff like that, seeing that shark that time. But you see a lot of Halloween you'll see a lot of Halloween places that will get out there and they'll do sculpts and everything. You'll see. You'll just see it all. Remember seeing I when remember a couple of years ago, I believe it was last year, we had a dinosaur exhibit come to the fairgrounds, and as a Christmas present, we got to go see it. And all the dinosaurs were pretty inspiring to see them work. Pretty much you know what's inside of it, cylinders and motors and stuff like that, but still seeing this prop seeing these props work, very impressive. Quit. Stay down. Don't want you up here. You get down. Get down. Stay down. Do not come up here, kitty. Yeah, I'm just adjusting the I'm just adjusting it right now, fixing it up. It takes a little bit. It's going to take me a little bit to play around with the settings. Just mess around with the settings to see if I like it. I don't know. I want that to be there.